I'm not going to waste any more time with this. I'm going to keep moving forward. 3 things about this guy: nature, job, moral beliefs. Moral beliefs and job contradicting nature. His survival, food, water, care for his wounds. You must have all 3 in order to survive in any circumstances and in any world. His duties are killing him. So if you only have 2 in life and the 3rd one's out, you won't survive. And that applies to anything. Anyone who says otherwise don't know anything. Period. Alright, if you only follow things by laws, see, there it goes again. Net quality not sufficient in North to Bright. Alright, it was an 8, then he dropped down to a 2, 3. I mean, when things like this happens, the first thing that comes to my mind is that someone is leashing off our internet capabilities. That's the only thing that comes to my mind when stuff like this happens. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. So let me just keep playing, ignoring everything, and just play the game as moving forward before it goes out again, because it will go out.
Your people are worried about you. They need shelter, security.
The true sign above me. The true sign before me. Show me the way. This eventide.
I think you've been staring at your salvation this whole time.
The true sign above me.
Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart. Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below. And his answer is sunstroke and a prayer? Why does every priest I meet think blind faith is the answer to everything?
But you know what? I have this strange feeling that when I'm speaking, is fluctuate because it's considering volume matrix within the game. So that might be a problem. But I'm gonna make sure I state what I have to state. You can't have one without the 3. You must have nature, must have rules to follow in society, and you must have morals to follow. All must be in cohesion with each other. And I'll keep repeating and repeating. I don't care how much my internet goes down. No bullshit internet is going to stop me from saying what I need to say. So whether it's, you could consider that something higher than Tao or something mechanical or something natural, doesn't matter. Steadfast determination is one thing, but sometimes I have to know when to give up, and that applies to something as simple as this. And so as moving forward, I won't make the same mistake, but at the same time, I won't let something stop me from saying what I need to say. So it kind of falls into the same territory, but not exactly. It's just speaking up. So that's it.
The Osram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back. There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either. Savahar? How you holding up? I need to get back over there. This'll break my fall. Savahar? I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe. I should let Lakasha know. And give her the Stormbird heart.
And that's another thing. I'm not sure if the game is trying to teach you or not teach you. When you find someone in a situation and they end up falling victim to their own circumstances, you don't just leave them like Aloy is leaving them. You need to either bring them back or bring evidence of how they died based on physical assessment. Otherwise, if you just leave someone there and then go back and say the person died, suspicion of how they died is going to be rampant. So you need to bring them back. They need to be examined in order to see such things. And you need to keep evidence of how they died based on your logic and your evaluation, so that if any type of corruption comes your way, you then have evidence to state otherwise, because one, you brought the person back, and two, you have evidence of depletion of water, of bleeding out, and so on and so forth as your defense. Her just leaving is not good, but then this is a game and the viewer already seen from the point of view what happened, so it's okay. Lots of little lessons are present in this game, so I'm not sure if that was something that was present in the previous game, but they're more present in this game than I remember from the last game.
There's Tolland
Don't
with his
make
thugs.
this difficult. Get out of the way.
No. I think I've already seen Samuhar near the tower. He wasn't looking too good. Better get back up there.
I'm a generous gent. So I'll give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the cards you to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or shadow cars or flea bags. I'm taking it.
Well, from what I hear, the law says that whoever gets the salvage first keeps it. Which in this case is me. Am I right?
You took the heart? I shot that Stormbird! Me!
Am I right?
She's right, boss. Blasted love, shut up! Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow. But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys. Back to chain scrape. I need a drink.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people.
And here's another thing. I picked a rational choice. Specifically, I picked a rational choice in this circumstance. The brain choice, not the caring choice, and not the gonna knock and beat the crap out of you guys. I picked a rational choice because one, he did shot that Stormbird, and two, he does have right to it because he shot the Stormbird. But the law says whoever claims that, one, he probably did take it down because these religious fanatics aren't the type that would do something like that, and two, even though I wanted to put the pain on him, the moral decision was to make the best choice. That's why I said what I said before. Moral, job, nature. If you want to consider the law part of everything, then I would have followed it based on the law itself and not care at all. But if I followed it based on my emotion, because I care about these people, I would have said, go away or I'll put the hurt on you because you can't take anything because I'm more powerful than you. And that's based on emotion itself. Or if I say, okay, it's based on nature, let nature decide who survives or who doesn't thrive, then that's Darwinism. And the decision will be me either siding with the other guys, the guy who wanted to claim the stuff, or me siding with them, the people who are waiting for their so-called priest to come down from the top. And I'll let nature play out its course. which in this case, I didn't let nature play out its course and stand aside and watch. I took the logical route. I considered all three factors all at the same time. And I took one more than the man had the claim to the property because he took it down. That's the people are here to do their spiritual beliefs for the omen for the falling bird. That's 1+1 for them. But they didn't take the consideration that other people might come to claim their property from the said omen. That's -1 for them. That's based on the priest putting these people in harm. So it's left up to Aloy to make the logical decision between one and the other. And she made the decision which is the most logical between both parties. That's why I chose that choice. I don't have neither love for either the religious fanatical people over here, nor love for a piece of garbage who want to do things by force and not follow the law. So, finders keepers. That's why I made that choice. All three must be present in life. If everyone who did something and didn't claim what they did, I left it and hoped that it would come their way later on, and then someone else claim it without knowledge that you actually did the deed. You have to have physical evidence that you did the deed to claim the thing that you did. And then, based on the law, it was says, nope, this person did the deed, give it back to them. But if the law specifically says in this situation, nope, finders keepers, that's the law of this land, and he's asked out, that's the way it is. And if he wanted to fight me for it, then it would have been a brawl. We'd start from a checkpoint, pick the exit point. It would be a Hail Mary, because I would have layered a sparing for them, 3 of those guys and him. There was a gel for each one of those fools, and whatever remaining sticky bombs I had, I would have layered them up. For I need all the resources I can to get my experience and my character up to the best way I can. So a balanced choice is best for me. I don't want just points and experience. I want the whole shebang. That's why I'm selecting all the logical choices.
Maybe even learned to build a new home.
This is...
I'm sorry, Lakasha. Savahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet. Find your path.
I'll do my best, Aloy. What choice do I have? Here. Please accept this. It is modest, but I hope it helps in some small way. To Chainscrape, then.
Okay, so I see what the situation is. It's not unlocked yet. So I'm looking at the menu for the wheel. I'm looking at this wheel menu, and right in the description of each weapon type, it has hunter bow, and under hunter bow, it will tell you how far you max it out. I maxed the hunter bow out to 3. It would be those 3 little arrows pointing down under the name hunter bow. And then right under it is the secondary, it will be what comes with the hunter bow, the hunter arrows. And it tells you what type of puncture, what type of tear ability those hunter arrows does. And then directly under that will be the different skills related to the hunter bow and the arrows. So when you're firing the arrows, it will give you a type of effect based on which one you choose, and that is the technique I got so far. See, each one of them have it, but they're all locked. They're all locked. So under the name of the bow and the arrows that come with the bow and how much damage the arrow does and tear, underneath that is the 3 different type of ways you could shoot the arrow. So those are, each one of these weapons have the same thing. All of them have 3. This have 3. This is the only one that has 1. The sharp tripcaster, because it has the name of sharp tripcaster. It has the levels that is unlocked. Like I unlocked this to level 3, and then it has the amount of damage the shock does, 23 damage. The amount of trip damage attack it does in effect, or should I say the amount of duration attack it does over time if they are tripped is 135. So standard shot damage is 23, but the duration of shot damage is probably 135 over time. And under that, it's just 1 skill abilities that you could use in a different way for a shock. Otherwise, arrows, they all have 3. Throwing javelins have 3. Bombs have 3 as well. But the trip casters and probably a rope caster will only have 1 as well. And so this technique here is part of attacking. Was it part of attacking? It wasn't overdrawn. It was damn it. Yeah. Selecting and using is under this weapon type of attacking weapon type. It's a weapon technique. So these are weapon techniques. Different techniques you could use the weapon for. I guess if your aim's down sights is a technique. If your aim in rapid succession of high volume arrow firing is a technique. If you're shooting 3 arrows at once is a technique. If you're doing an arching shot of 3 arrows going in an arch type direction, firing up into the air and it comes down, is a technique. If you're doing 1 singular piercing round, is a technique. So you have 3 arrows lined up as you shoot going forward, firing all at once into an enemy. And then you have another technique which is 3 arrows lined up but firing in an arch type, in a perpendicular way, and it comes down. It goes up in the air and it comes down. So in an arching way, semi-arch capability, or a semi-arch. Now it doesn't go directly up in a semi-arch, a semicircle or something like that, but it goes up and then it comes down, basically. And then you have the 4 shot, which is basically is 1 powerful bow shot with probably high puncture capabilities. I don't know yet. It doesn't give a direct description. I'll look into the different techniques. In fact, let me look at it based on the weapon type and the perk capabilities. Well, this doesn't have perk. Perk capabilities. Okay, perk capabilities of this bow. Nocturne power. Okay. Well, it's not really perk I'm looking into. It's, let's see. It's not it. Not it. Not it. What was I looking for? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. I'm looking all over the place for it. Alright, so melee damage, tear damage, impact damage, build up damage. So build up of electricity over time. That's what that little arrow pointing up means, build up. And then it was impact damage. So that basically, that skill ability does more impact damage. It's one singular shot of impact. And it looks like it was a cohesive or cohesive shot, or it was an explosive shot based on the damage type. So I'm looking at it and I can't tell 100% what type it is based on the skill type, or maybe there's a glossary that says specifically what each one does. At the moment I don't see it within the tutorial. It's not going to be on the status. Maybe it'll be under elemental effect, attacking, elemental damage, frost, blah blah blah, perch water. No, that's the fact. Arrows. Maybe it'll be under arrows. Status effects, berserk. Special ammo types, and then weapon boost, no, weapon technique. I guess when I lock it, I'll figure it out in the process. Alright, but basically that's what I'm assuming this means for this weapon. It means 3 shots in one, then overhead arching shots with 3 arrows in pointing towards the sky to let it fall down, come from rain from above. And then the third one probably be a direct center piercing attack that's powerful with an impact blow towards it. Like it'll be like a javelin throw, like here, but it won't be a javelin. It'll be a I need to use the restroom right now. I'll continue the story in a couple of minutes.